right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another morning of working out with Duane in the morning. Let's start with side shuffle. Here we go. All right, good job showing up. November 14th, coming up to the middle of November, and we're still doing it. All right, so feel springy, feel light, which might be the opposite of how you actually feel. So pretend that you're springy and light, but legitimately notice how each time you go across, do you feel a little bit better as things slowly warm up, right? Because it can happen quickly, right? Boom. One pass, it feels a certain way. Next pass, a little better. Before you know it, you're ready to crush it. All right, 40-30 workout today. Strength, legs, stomach, core. It's going to be awesome. 3, 2, 1. Come on out. Let's do butt kickers. Stand up nice and tall and squeeze those heels to your butt. I was going to say something. Forget what it was. Let's go back to butt kickers. I want to slow this down. So squeeze and put it down. Squeeze and put it down. When you squeeze, don't squeeze too hard because you might already notice that hamstring wants to cramp. That's normal, okay? Now, if it's not cramping for you, good for you. Don't squeeze harder to see if it will, okay? But if it is wanting to like kind of, as you do this, that's a really normal thing. So that's the level we're going to. And we're also waking up our balance. So, because in the exercise, we're doing a squat combined with a knee drive to opposite hand. So we're going to be spending some time on one leg, which will be super fun. 3, 2, 1, and come out of that. Let's do a leg swing to opposite hand, okay? So this is just a nice, smooth, full body motion where you might feel some twisting in your trunk, but what you're actually doing is bracing your trunk and letting your hips and shoulders move. So your shoulder, the shoulder blade is moving around, the hip is moving, the trunk really isn't twisting that much. Okay. Keep breathing. So you've got this going, speed it up a little bit. Again, part of the warm-up, your stance will go wider in order to adapt to that momentum. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Yeah, okay. So middle of November, if we've been doing this together, and we have since the beginning of September, 3, 2, 1, come out of this. And let's do a shoulder warm up. We're just going to take our arms hanging by our sides and just do circles with our shoulder blades. So a shrug, a retraction, a depression, and a protraction. That's what it's called. So up, back, down, forwards. So up is elevation, back is retraction, down is depression, and forward is protraction. Anatomy lesson for the morning. All right, we got it. 3, 2, 1. Go the opposite direction, okay? Opposite direction. Keep the elbows relaxed. Keep the hands relaxed. They sometimes want to help right now because of a coordination problem. Don't let them help, all right? All right, back to the point. A few months of doing this regularly. I've noticed with my routine and routines in general, you can get to a point where it starts to get, I'll use the word boring because it's the same like every day or every other day, whatever it is. 3, 2, 1, stop that. And let's open up the hips. All right. So we're going to take the right leg back, right hand down to the floor, and left hand swings to the ceiling. Okay. And then switch sides, same thing. Left foot back, left foot down, or left hand down, right hand to the ceiling. And if that's too big, right foot goes back, right elbow to left knee, and just twist and squeeze. Left foot back, left elbow to right knee, twist and squeeze, and then continue that. All right, a few more. So I think it's pretty normal to have this regular routine. And in our case, the warm-up that we do is very similar every time, right? So you get to that point where, man, this is getting boring. I'd like it to be spicier. Well, I've alluded to this in the past. We're not doing that here, okay? what I have found, and this is the truth, is that you get to that boring, monotonous routine stage and you find the will and the power to, I'll say, push through it, stay on track, stay on target. You can come out the other side without having changed anything. And it feels fresh and it feels solid and it feels invigorating. Okay. And then boring stage comes again, right? And you push through it again without questioning, without saying, oh, I want something different. No, same thing. It's all good for us, right? We're doing one more each side. And then you push through that again. And then it actually ends. You guys start to feel like, oh, yeah, I'm still on track. This is awesome, right? And then you do it a few more times. It sounds crazy, right? Do it a few more times. Now you have established a routine and a lifestyle that is unbreakable. Okay. That is what we're doing here, to the point where this regular active routine isn't just something you do, it is now who you are. Okay, here's our exercises. We got squat, blah, blah, blah. Okay, plank, bear stand, got it. Okay, so we're doing a squat, hand to knee. So it's going to be all one side. So squat and then hand to knee. Okay, squat, hand to knee. All one side for 40 seconds. Here's my challenge or suggestion for you. Okay, maybe I'll say two things. Two things you can spice it up with. Okay, now we're all going to go, hips back, hinge, and then sit. How low you go, that's up to you. Here's something to try. And I don't often suggest this. I'm more about like a slow and controlled movement guy. But when you get to that bottom, try a little dynamic movement. So it's almost like you're bouncing off the bottom, okay? And that lets you go a little bit lower. And I want you to feel yourself go and spring up as you come up. Squeeze your tummy and just a little bit. Don't go crazy. We normally say like you shouldn't be bouncing in a movement, generally speaking. But let's just maybe try it today. And the second thing is when you do come up and that knee drives forwards, how high is it coming to touch that hand? I don't know how your hips work, but maybe really low is as high as you can go. Maybe really high is as high as you can go. How high can you go with the knee? Try that today. All right. We'll do that for 40 seconds. Then we're going to get into our plank for 40 seconds. All right. So full meal deal plank, hands under shoulders, face beyond the hands. Okay. If my face fell off, it lands on the floor out in front of my hands. So that's our plank. Boom. And then modified hands on your stool, hands on your chair, hands on back of your couch if you're near a staircase. The third, fourth, or fifth stair sometimes works really well. Doing that. We're going to pop up, 30-second rest though. Squat, knee to hand, other side, boom. And then the fourth piece to this is bear stand. So now we're in like everything's 90 degrees, toes are dug in, and the knees come off the ground maybe a centimeter or an inch. To make this spicier, you can take a little step forward with your right foot and your left hand, and then come back, and then switch, okay, and then come back. That makes it definitely a lot more challenging, okay? That's it. We're doing 3 rounds of this. 30-second rests. So that means we can push a little bit, dig a little bit during the work. Okay, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Sit, and then pick a knee and drive it up. Or maybe trying to get a little bit deeper. We're trying to bounce off the bottom and be a little dynamic. Okay, and then that knee is coming up maybe just a little bit higher than we would normally do. All right. So without seeing what you're doing, I know, oh, by the way, you're exhaling as you rise, right? Exhale as you lift. I know you're doing this the way you want. 3, 2, 1, rest. So I'm saying, let's just do it a little bit differently. So big breaths from the beginning of the recovery. Feel free to move around. That gets your legs working a little bit. That's what pumps the blood back up to your heart so it can go to your brain and prevent you from passing out. All right, we're doing a plank now. Woohoo! 3, 2, 1, and we're up. Oh, I shortchanged us on that one. I started 1.5 seconds late. Notice that you feel nice and strong when you exhale, but it's more challenging to maintain the strength when you inhale. Well, that's the challenge, okay? Because you're always going to breathe when you're working or moving. Maintain that brace as you inhale and feel how strong you are when you exhale. Oh, we're almost done. 3, 2, 1. Come on out. Excellent. All right, remember, a couple big breaths right from the beginning. Speed up that recovery. Okay, we're doing a squat on the knee raised from the other side. Remember which leg you did? If you forget and you do one leg the whole time, well, by the end, you'll figure it out. Okay, ready? In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Squat, and then boom. Nice. When you're getting up, get all the way up, okay? Full standing position. And like always, I said bring your knee to your hand. Well, that's easy to figure out. Knee has to touch the hand. But what's the other thing? Lift the toes. Bend that ankle upwards. Toes are pulling towards knee as that knee drives towards the hand. Nice. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right, a little more dynamic, a little more huffing and puffing. Coming up to bear stand, but first, 30 seconds of recovery. Big breaths. I sometimes feel a little panicky at the beginning of the recovery, thinking, I'm not ready for the next set yet. And I think to myself, that's not a problem. You get to recover for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, bear stand. So just breathe and relax. The 30 seconds will pass. I will feel better in 30 seconds. Kind of another mid-range way to spice this up is just lift a foot, put it down, lift the other foot, put it down. That takes some of the pressure off the quads. Because for me, this just burns the quads too. Not a bad thing. Kind of distracts me from the other problems that I'm feeling. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1, rest. Oh, nice. Okay. One round done. Breathe. 30 seconds of rest. Start figuring out which leg you're going to do first. It should be the same one you did first the last time, or it's the other one. 10 more seconds. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Squat. And then knee to opposite hand. Boom. Same one. Don't switch. Are we going a little deeper? Are we kind of bouncing off that bottom and feeling dynamic? Here we go. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice. Breathe all the way in, all the way out. Keep doing that. Get ready for plank. Well, I'm only going to get down as when I have to. I'm going to stay upright breathing for as long as I can here. 7 seconds to go. Now it's 3, 2, 1. We're up. And we're going. Now, if a 40-second plank is too easy for you, you can do the same. You can lift a foot, put it down, lift a foot, put it down. When you're doing this, though, point is your lower back and your pelvis must stay still. If something is perched on your lower back, it should not fall off. Otherwise, you're doing it wrong. Brace your stomach so your trunk doesn't move. All right, 3, 2, 1, rest. Nice. Okay, perfect. For the most part, I only do planks when I'm with you, and we do them pretty regularly. They're starting to feel really good. Like, yeah. As long as you don't ever go further, right? Don't go longer, like nothing past 50 seconds. That's all we're trained for. Okay. Squat knee drive. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Exhaling as you lift. There's got to be big breathing going on now. 12 seconds to go. In 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice. Big breaths. Oh, nice work. Okay, bear stand coming up. Then we're going to do something a little extra, a little different for our third set with the squats. So get ready. Unless in the next 30 seconds I forget, then it'll be the same. Okay, bear stand. Get down there. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Those knees are only an inch to a centimeter off the ground. I remember when I first started doing this exercise, it was very, very challenging. And I felt a very specific burning sensation all along my spine, which at first made me think, is that okay? Well, yeah, I'm in the right position and I'm not moving. So it's going to be safe. 3, 2, 1, rest. So there's a few things. I'm in the right posture, so I'm structurally sound, and I'm not moving. So it can't be bad for me. The burning sensation was the muscles attached to my spine screaming out, "Oh my God, this is so hard." Anyways, I just remember that, and I noticed now that's gone. I just feel boom, solid. All right, round 3. This time, the knee comes up, it hits the hand, squeeze hard. Here we go. Ready, set, go. So you're pushing into that hand only for a second or less than, but really push. The hand is trying to push the knee back down. The knee is trying to push the hand up. And what's happening is for about a third of a second, your stomach muscles are really giving her, which is useful when we try to do something that's hard, but only for a short period of time. Like to get something from down low up onto a shelf. 3, 2, 1, rest. Or, you get sucked into moving someone's couch or a freezer, and you're like, okay, ready, set. We need the stability all the time, but we also need that ability to like give her for short bursts. That's what we're doing. All right, big breaths. We're doing plank in 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We're still breathing and planking. Push your body away from the floor. Push your hands like into the floor as far as possible. The middle part of your back between your shoulder blades, you should be trying to push it up to the ceiling the whole time. 12 seconds to go. Now it's 5, 3, 2, 1. Pop up. Nice. All right. Are we still popping? Maybe not. Maybe that was like lean against the wall, crawl up it. Your friend is over there to help you get up off the floor. But now you're up. Squat, knee drive, other side. Remember, knee hits the hand, push. The knee pushes up, hand pushes down. Increase the intensity. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Sit and drive. You might actually stick an extra breath in there, like a little exhalation when the hand pushes the knee, and then inhale again so you're ready for another exhalation on the way up. That's halfway. Lift those toes, remember? 10 seconds to go. And we're still bouncing off the bottom, right? We're feeling strong. So many things. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Oh, man, if you meant to zoom into relaxing Zen yoga, you're like, son of a, what the heck is this? Yeah, wrong class. They're next door. Just kidding. There's no Zen yoga class on here. Just you have to go back into the YouTube page. Bear stand. 3, 2, 1. Up. There's lots pre-recorded. This is not it. This is the last plank thing. Oh, unless there's more in part B. I can't remember. Oh, man, we're just past halfway. The burning. The burning. Mm. 3, not quite. 2, almost there. 1, and rest. Nice. Okay. Walk around, take some nice deep breaths. Whoops, and recover. That's part A. Oh, man. And there's almost no time for part B. Which kind of makes sense because part A smoked us, right? We're just going to do a little tiny bit of part B. We're on a 20/20 clock doing leg reach. So we're lying flat on our back. Okay. Knees bent, feet on floor. You can put your hand under your lower back. There should be some space there. Your lower back should not be pressed against the floor. Okay. Brace your stomach. This is called leg reach. And so we're going to bring our knees up, and then you're going to either straighten your legs part way and then bring it back in. The point is brace so nothing moves except for your legs. The hardest version is you reach all the way and those heels gently touch the ground and you bring it in. Okay. Now, if your body is rocking back and forth, you're doing it wrong. Brace, squeeze, no rocking. Got it? All right, cool. We're going to do this for like a minute. We're going to do like 2 rounds. So I can't see the clock. I'm laying on my back. So 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Reach it out. We're doing this for 20 seconds, and then we're going to take a 20-second rest. Nice and slow, bracing. Your head is on the floor. Forgot to mention that. Make sure your head's on the floor, because if your chin tucks or moves, that means your pelvis is moving. It means you're not bracing hard enough. Or rest. Sorry, I'm not even watching the clock. Like I said, we're just following the beeps. So anything like chin moving, wrong. Chin still, right. Yeah, I can count us in for the start here. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. This is the exercise that I give everybody to begin with to start to learn how to use their stomach muscles, because it's so easy to know if you're doing this right or not. Meaning, if the chin tucks as I reach my feet, I'm moving, and rest. And that's it. Oh, that's the end of that one. Okay. What I might do sometime is take a little more time and explain that more thoroughly so we all know what the heck's going on there. All right, nice work. We're going to do my favorite stretch today. So it's on the floor, but not laying flat. Something for my soft knee. Uh, knee down, left foot out, left foot's in front, and maybe my elbows are on that front knee. But if it's there for you, hands come to the inside. That front foot is right beside the hand. And then if this is much too easy for you, then you can drop right away to the elbows on the floor. Okay. And then we're stretching. Don't try very hard. And so when I say that, I'm saying it to you and I'm saying it to me. And the main reason that I say it to me is that so I do it. Okay. If it's too hard, I'm not going to like it. I'm going to quit. 3, 2, 1, and come on out. Okay. And I think that's kind of a normal human nature thing, right? Unless you're just really super self-disciplined and the idea of what you want or what you like isn't even a thought, then this is all very easy. But these positions are not super comfortable sometimes, maybe to begin with. So I'm just happy if I get in the position, wait there for 5, 10 seconds, and I pat myself on the back. Good job. And then I just switch sides. So let's do that. Switch sides again. Okay. And now left foot out in front. So now I've convinced myself that I can do this. It's not going to kill me. And actually, the second round feels a little bit better. And for some reason, just like if I was 2 years old or 5 years old, I'm susceptible to that little bit of positive feedback that says, oh, well, this isn't so bad. Now I can be here for a little longer. Okay. Uh, Anyways, I'm just tricking me and you into spending some time here with a slightly longer stretch. 3, 2, 1. Come on out. Right foot comes front now. And we sink into that stretch. So some people, maybe all of you, in all likelihood, one of the goals that we would like to achieve sometimes from exercise is muscle toning. And the purpose of that enhanced muscle toning is so our body looks better. It's not all hanging and sagging, but rather things are where they're supposed to be. And that's a very good goal, and that's a very attainable goal, and you are attaining that goal from doing this class. 3, 2, 1, switch sides. However, the truth is that you might say, well, why do we stretch after the workout? Isn't this like wrecking all the tone? In a way, I'm going to say yes. At the end of a workout, our body is more toned than it was before. Okay. But that tone isn't what we actually want to have all the time. That's too, believe it or not, too much. Blood flow has a hard time going through the tissues to recover. And it's really what we want is to recover from the workout and become healthier. So this is reducing that tone neurologically, kind of relaxing our body in the truest sense. And then so for the next hour or two, blood can flow through our system and we can recover. If we don't do this, then muscles get tighter and tighter and tighter. 3, 2, 1, come on out and switch sides. And those tight muscles, as it turns out, don't look any better than the loose muscles. But what they are is more susceptible to injury if we then use them subsequently. So today was a pretty hard workout. If we started that with tight muscles, chances of a strain in that tissue is much higher. And we really don't want that ever. There's no benefit to that. So we are getting more toned. And we'll notice that when we I don't know, flex, stand in the mirror and flex some stuff, squeeze some stuff. Cool exercise to do because you'll notice if you just stand there relaxed, things are saggy. No presumption based on the crowd here, but if you're older than 12, things are saggy. Then you squeeze and flex and everything sucks up. Cool. Take that picture and post it. don't send it to me. Send it to other people. But 3, 2, 1, come on out. Um, anyways, that's what we're doing here. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. And so does your body. And I'll see you next week. Take care.